Hello everybody, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about some magic in the garden. Gnomes, fairies, a little bit of crystals, and plants. I am Kim Copeland. This is for Channel Medium Kim. Welcome to this video. Welcome to this channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I have a few announcements first. Ta-da! First of all, Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Really hope you enjoyed this special time being a mom, whether you're a mom to two-leggeds or four-leggeds, or maybe you are just a mom to plants. So congratulations to you for doing that. And another announcement. This Saturday, there will be a spiritual service. It's 12 o'clock Central Time. It's only an hour, and it's on Saturday. And this is with other mediums, myself, and other mediums that were in the Arthur Finley college program. We've been studying for years, and we're doing a spiritual service together. And there will be, you can bring prayer needs. Also, there will be a mediumship demonstration. There will be some inspirational speaking and a little music. So join us if you wish. Again, it's free, and it should be really nice. Okay, and a very exciting news. Susan Lynn and we are going to start teaching together, and we are starting May 26th. We're doing the psychic foundations, so the foundations for psychic work. This will be one of many classes we're going to offer. We have a lot of ideas, but this will be exciting. It'll be a 5-week course. We will be meeting 7 times in that 5 weeks, and there will be support and discussion and a lot of partner practice. So join us for that. There will be a link below if you want to join us. All right, and now on to the story. I want to just say, first of all, everything has a spirit. Maybe I don't need to tell you guys this. If you're watching this channel, you probably understand that. But I've had some experiences that I want to share with you that really demonstrate this, that I was not aware of even more than I expected, okay? Well, one, I just want to talk about this crystal. This is an example. I was at an afterlife conference in Virginia near the Edgar Cayce Research Center. And anyway, there was a whole room of crystals, and this crystal called me, and I went right over to it and I picked it up, and I actually wasn't even thinking about getting a crystal, but this one called me, and the lady even who was selling it, she said nobody else has met the vibrational match between you and this crystal was pretty strong, and I knew it too. I could just feel it, right? You know how it is. You touch it, you feel it, you can know there's a connection. These are alive. These have a purpose in your life. And so interesting later, so I took this home obviously, and about a week or so later, I was getting a massage by a shamanic practitioner who did massage as well, and he said, very intuitive, and he said, "Oh, it looks like you got a new guide when you were gone. At your when you went to the afterlife conference, you have a new guide now." And I said, "Well, you know what? I wonder if it's this crystal as a new guide." And guess what? It was. This is like a guide for me. And whenever I do mediumship, I like to hold this crystal. I know he's very special. So thank you, Crystal. So that's just a little example. I know you guys all have that kind of a story, but here's some stories that you may not be familiar with. So I used to have a garden. I used to garden at a community garden in Portland, Oregon. I was a very busy person at the time. I was working as a nurse, gardener, mom. And so I was always in and out of there in a jiff, right, as fast as I could. I mean, I had a good I was a good gardener, but I was speedy. I was, I was busy. So, so this one lady who also had a garden, her name was Coral. and we would share watering for each other when we were out of town. And so when she would water for me, she said, Kim, you treat your garden different than mine. She said, your garden tells me that you're so busy when you come. And so she showed me when she did her gardening, she would go and sit with her plants before doing anything else. She'd say, hello, garden. May I sit with you? May we be together today. Let me find out how you're doing today. So she would just meditate for maybe 10 minutes before she did anything. And she always had the most truly magical garden, because you could see everything was just like growing like wildfire. And then you could see the little fairy lights in her garden. She really had a truly magical garden. So she said, can I show you how to meditate in your garden? So one day we did this, and she said, well, first of all, where are you drawn to be? Where is the power point? Where is that? And so, we walked around the garden and realized the power spot is where the water was, where I had the faucet and where I would hook up the hose. That's where the power spot of the garden was. So that's a really good place to meditate. So she and I sat there by the water hose or water, whatever, the water faucet. And she kind of guided me to a little meditation where basically all she did was we just grounded to Mother Earth. And also to the heavens. We did, the up and down meditation, and not for very long, less than 5 minutes. And when I opened my eyes, I saw a gnome in my garden. I didn't even believe in gnomes. Okay. Now I do. At that time, I did make a lot of gnomes. I was doing needle felting, and I did gnomes and mermaids and fairies, but that doesn't mean I believed. I just did it for craft. I didn't realize that there really was such a thing, right? Now I know there's mermaids too. But anyway, so when I saw the gnome, he was about maybe 3 inches tall, maybe, and then he was underneath a leaf. The main thing I could see was his foot. He had a red shoe on, but it looked to me like a wooden shoe. I don't know how this, it's magic, but how he was wearing some red wooden shoes with a very pointed curly toe thing on his shoes. And I said, welcome, I'm so happy to see you, and welcome to my garden. And I said, what can I do for you today, gnome? And he said, can you plant, and I just got this telepathically, can you plant chamomile and mint for my tea? And so I said, yes, of course. And so I did. And mint grows, spreads, right? So I just put it in a small container of the mint, and I put some chamomile, and I knew that helped the gnomes feel more at home and enjoy my garden more. So why not? And then also, that same day, after I saw the gnome, we had this little conversation. I saw on top of the plants, I saw golden flickery lights, like tiny, really tiny, really, I don't know, maybe the size of maybe a ½ inch, but just like you could see the little lights, and I knew it was fairies. I knew. I didn't see big wings or anything like that, but I just knew it was fairies. And it was just an affirmation that there is magic in the garden if you're open to it. So I want to just share that with you. And this is gardening season, so be aware. I think you guys probably know, this is kind of there's been a lot of studies that plants know when you're going to harm them. Like if there's a person who comes in the forest and is going to cut them down, they give the warning sound. They know this, and then they're more loving to people that love them. They send out love. There's a vibration, an exchange. So be the one, of course, to be the loving vibration. If you do have to do some pruning or something like that in the garden, make sure you tell the plant ahead of time. that you're about to trim this branch or whatever, so they can pull their energy back and it won't be so painful for them, and they'll also understand. So please talk to your plants. I mean, it takes a little extra time, but it might be well worth it, and your plants will love you for it. One more experience that I had in the garden, and again with my friend Coral. It was my birthday, and I was watering my garden. She's walking by and she says, "How you doing?" "Fine," you know, all this. And I said, "Well, it's my birthday today." And she said, "Well, did you tell your garden that it's your birthday?" And I said, "No, I never thought about telling my garden it's my birthday, right? What are they going to do?" But okay, so I said, in my mind, I said, "Okay, garden," and then I said it out loud as well. I said, "It's my birthday today." And I saw, no joke, this is so real, and I remember this because it was such a big deal. I saw my whole garden. It's a 20 by 20 foot plot, about a foot off the garden, a foot off all the plants, I mean. It all turned gold. I mean, it was more like a flash. It didn't last very long, maybe a second, or maybe even a half a second, but the whole garden turned gold. So I know the garden was telling me happy birthday. So how wonderful is that? Okay, guys, know your plants love you, your crystals love you. Thank you for listening to this story. All right, now I have to add a couple other little things here. These are tidbits on energy medicine. We're changing gears here because people were asking about how do you clear your energy field after you've been meditating. And I want to say, I like to keep that feeling with me, so I don't know that I need to clear it, but I do want to make sure I'm grounded after I meditate. So one of the ways you can do it the old-fashioned way, your feet, you can, get the roots down from your root chakra, your feet, and all that. You can do that. You can also, to get your chakras kind of like connected and in line and also protected, you can do what's called the hookup, right? The third eye belly button with your 3 fingers into the in and up of the belly button, in and up of the third eye. We're connecting the governing meridian, which comes up here, the central meridian, which comes from the bladder all the way up to the back of the throat, and this governing goes and meets the 2 in the back of the throat. But this is a point of this governing meridian and the point on the central. You're connecting the 2 meridians. So it's a circle around your body, front and back. And that protects you. It's a helpful thing. It's one of the best things you can do for your auric field. All right, so that's one thing you can do. Also, something I like to do with my chakras in front is I make little figure 8s, like I'm knitting in front of me. I'm knitting all through my 1st through 7th chakra in front of me, and making just strength. Also, if I feel like I'm getting dizzy or whatever, I do this. This is really helpful for me. Okay, try it. Give it a try, see how it helps. How do I clear my energy field after I've done a chakra clearing? So it's really important. If you've done a chakra clearing, remember when you're doing that, you are releasing old energy with your hands into your energy field. If you don't clear that out, it's going to hang out there and can, kind of bring you down. So you want to clear it. Now the way to clear it out of your energy field is big figure 8s, big figure 8s, okay? All around, front and back. You can even have somebody do your back. You can imagine the figure 8s in your back, but from the floor up above your head, figure 8s, and then pushing it out. So you're clearing all that out, okay? Now, thank you so much. I hope that's helpful. I really appreciate comments, suggestions, questions. It really is nice to hear from you guys. I really do like that. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to share it, please do. And if you aren't a subscriber, why not subscribe? Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.